yesterday, I believe it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday during the day, we did this event for Easter basically, like called Hatch Day or something like that, Hatching Day, and that's really where we left off around all these tonberries. Probably shouldn't have logged out there. That's kind of concerning. Okay, so we check our journal. As you can see, I've taken on way too many quests, but we left off on Titan. We need to fight Titan. We're doing main story quests, and we're doing the class quests. So I need to change my gear. Use a gear set list thing. Okay, that's equipped. Recommended gear. Right. Oh, a new hat! I didn't realize I got a new hat for doing that dungeon. For doing Hawk Manor. How do I update this? I don't know. I guess it registers it now. Update gear set list. There we go. Okay, cool. We figured it out. I no longer have a pencil hat, so that's good. Okay, so we're going to hop on our mount, which still cannot fly. Even though it looks like it's flying, it is bound to the ground. We have to do a little more stuff before we can get this thing to fly. I don't know if it's as simple as just hitting level 50 or not, but shall see. Man, this map takes up a lot of real estate, but helpful. Okay, so we are buffing it a good bit. You know, we probably, in retrospect, we probably could have paid for a Chocobo Porter, which would run us straight there. But that's behind us now. So we get to enjoy the scenic route. I remember fighting Titan in my first playthrough and not understanding that you can strafe, you know? You can run to the side while facing forward. Which is faster than turning around and running, obviously. But I didn't get that was a thing you could do. I died a number of times in Titan. I remember that. I remember some sort of mechanic about someone gets instoned or petrified or whatever, and you have to break them free. And that's about all I remember. So we'll see how this fight goes. It could be catastrophic, or it could be not as bad. I definitely don't have great gear. So as far as DPS goes, I might be slacking a bit. Which might be an issue for this fight. We'll see. Okay. Proctum. Okay. You gonna say something, Venture, or just keep staring, eh? You wanna know about the Company of Heroes? Ah, hell's price of bleeding fame. Can't a miller mill in peace no more? Still, seems you come all this way, I suppose wouldn't hurt to oblige you. Consider yourself lucky, lass. Old Troctum was the company's best axeman. Now, what was it you wanted to know? So you want to hear the tale of how the Company of Heroes bested a primal, do ya? Let me guess, you mean that bastard Tidus, eh? Only if he'd been there to see it. It was a mighty struggle, like the legends of old. Me and the boys fought him for 3 days and nights, we did. The ground trembled with every step Tidus took, and when you hit girl, I felt the cannonball to the gut. Ugh, just like that. What's that look for? I'm a goddamned hero, I'll have you know. The people around here sing me praises. Don't tell me you only care about learning the secret tactics we use to beat old Tidus. Well, too bad, because now I'm not feeling charitable. If you're so damn desperate, then why don't you do me a favor and kill those rats you made a nest by the windmill just south of here? Do that and we'll talk. I mean, some of these quests really are just like the tropes of MMOs, right? Go kill rats. But we don't have any other choice. High-pitched squeal pierces the air. The rat had a move called Somerset Slash. Somersault Slash? Damn. Got some Cirque du Soleil rodents here. Rat King? Ho ho. Yeah, so we're a bit over leveled for that. However, for the Titan fight, we will be down leveled. So, it won't be so straightforward. The beasties are dead, are they? Nice work, Venturer. Save me the hassle. Never mind. I feel like I have a lot of different dies. You're still asking about how he beat Tidus? I don't know, Venturer. It was a pretty risky strategy, the kind only a veteran of 10 score battles could rely upon. I want to teach you, I truly do. But unless you prove you have what it takes to face that fat bastard, I can't in good conscience tell you a damn thing. At the very least, you need to be able to capable of slaying, say, Ubu. Come to think of it, that ain't a bad idea. Them creatures have a taste for the flower milled here, so you'll have no trouble finding one in the vicinity. Of course, I ain't asking you to cut one down quick as a skilled axeman like himself. Any road, why don't you try heading due west and stand and look out in case a Gubu comes calling. Slay it, and I might consider telling you more about old Tidus. To the ground tremble beneath your feet. You again, then that Gubu that was harassing the millers is dead? Didn't think you had it in you, Venture. Still, you took forever and a day to get the job done. Still not sure I should tell you our secrets. Okay, what is an upgrade? Do we have any upgrade here? No, these are warrior types. Warrior type gear. We'll take that, I guess. So, as I was saying, I still don't know if you got what it takes to face Tidus. Maybe if you slew it. Oh, he's got a chocobo tattoo. That's cute. Raktum, you in here drinking again? If you are, that Gubu better be dead. Oh, it's dead, Chief. You had my word on that. Cleave the beast's skull in two with my trusty axe, I did. Is that a fact? What will your friend here say if I ask her? She'll vouch for me, of course. Ain't that right, friend? Tell me true, was it Traktum who slew that Gubu, or was it you? Chief, what are you saying? It's me, Traktum, the finest axeman ever to serve in the company of heroes. The legendary mercenaries who slew that bastard Tidus. Tidus? Tidus? Who in the Seven Hells is Tidus? Some primal you fought in a drink-sodden dream? The company hero slew Titan, you blood halfwit. Well, see, Tidus was what me and the lads used to call him. It's the biggest load of sock and shite I ever heard. Both you outside, we'll learn the truth the Lominsan Way. Rock to him, if you didn't slay that Gubu, you may consider your contract revoked. Quest accepted. The Lominsan Way. Destroy the large boulder. Alright, you know the rules. First one to smash the boulder will be judged the Tidus Slayer. Don't even think about trying to kill me. That's cheating. Who picked these boulders? They're nothing alike. How the hell's it? Let the contest begin. I'm not sure if that's the case, but it would be interesting if this was like a smaller test. This is how the game handled like a DPS test for Titan. I wonder if that's what's happening here. On a smaller scale, of course, but where'd they go? 15 seconds to self-destruct. Excuse me? Oh, the bomb over there. Okay. That's messed up. You got a bomb. He dropped the bomb on me. Alright, I admit it. I lied about being the company of heroes, but I'm begging you, Chief, please don't dismiss me. I learned my lesson, honest I have. Save your blubbering truck to him. I should have known. Mercies, please. I didn't want to deceive you, I swear. It's just I keep getting turned away by all the folk I asked for work, and I panicked. I guess that's the blue, this dye I got. Pretty cool. The last job I had was at Costa del Sol, and there was this grizzled marauder everyone treated like royalty. When I heard he was captain of the company of heroes, I finally understood why. I wasn't being serious when I said I was one of them. You wouldn't believe me, so I look, his name was Whiskite, alright? Whiskit. I'll tell you how to defeat Tidus, or whatever the hell that thing's name is. That's what you wanted, ain't it? So come on, tell. Tell the chief to forgive me, it's only fair. Do you try to blow me up with a bomb? Do not approve. I go to Costa del Sol. Go ahead there. Pardon, you wish to slay the Lord of Crags? We must slay him, Captain. The people of Lominsan are depending upon us. You fancy yourselves heroes, then, just like in the tales? Be not so quick to judge. Long have I labored for the well-being of you and yours, and my associate here has bathed in Ifrit's hellfire and lived. She is blessed and with a power that protects her from primal influence. Thus was she able to lay low the Lord of the Inferno. We know full well the risks, and have taken every possible precaution. We lack only the knowledge of how to enter Titan's lair. Pray be so good as to grant us the boon of your wisdom, and we shall be on our way. A woman who can't be tempered? Useful. But it will not be enough. It is true that the company of heroes fought and felled primals, but each victory is bought with the lifeblood of brave men and women. And Titan was the worst we faced. Aye, we defeated him, in the end, but he took from us some of our best. Even if you possess the power you claim, I have no reason to believe you will succeed. Do what you will, we mean to try. Though our lives be forfeit, we will not abandon Limsa to the wrath of Titan. You are passionate, I'll grant you that. You deserve better than the greeting I gave you, but I will not send you into Ogamoro on a whim. Be plain, I do not wish to give you your lives in vain. At the very least, I must have assurances that you are more than common adventurers. Slay 10 rats. Oversee security for Master Guguruju's estates. Perhaps you can demonstrate your abilities by attending to one of our... Ye gods, man, have you heard nothing I've said? We have not the time to perform trivial tasks. Enemy is at the gates. You imagine words can sway me, girl? If you dislike my conditions, then you are welcome to find your own way into Ogamoro. Though it pains me to admit it, I fear we have no choice but to acquiesce to the man's demands. Yet much remains to be done if we are to best Titan. Forgive me, but I must ask you to undertake this task alone. We'll use the time to see to the remaining preparations. Leaving the dirty work to others, are we? Very well. Pray do whatever the good captain bids, however trifling. Remember, the fate of Lominsan hangs in the balance. Master Guguruju's estates can be more demanding than you realize. Before I set you to your true task, I would like to verify this won't be a waste of our time. And Nyx has recently been seen prowling the beach to the east. As you can imagine, my master does not want large slimy creatures anywhere near his land. The beast is cunning, but you should have no difficulty luring it out with herring. Slay the Nyx and return to me. Oh, and don't forget to bring me a leg as proof of the kill. Ba 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 ba. Ripples in the water catch your eye. Very pretty zone. Diablo, good morning, and congrats on first. How you doing, friend? Well, did you deal with the Nyx? Lest you think me overly cautious for testing you in this way, you should know that we had an incident not long ago. A foolish young employee was dismissed for lying about his past. He claimed to have served the company of heroes, but I knew for a fact he did not. Anyway, now that the pointless busywork is finished, I should give you a challenge as befits your talents. Two highly distinguished individuals are scheduled to visit Costa del Sol in the near future, and Master Guguruju wishes to welcome them with an elaborate banquet. But while money is no object, not everything Master Guguruju desires can be so easily purchased. It is to be an extremely exotic feast, and so fated when your mission is to seek out and obtain the rare ingredients our chef requires. Naturally, such fine dining must be accompanied with a suitable wine. By suitable, I mean the very best there is. That, however, can wait for the time being, as I believe you have enough on your plate as it is. It will be a long and arduous journey, but you need not toil alone. Many of the mercenaries who once served under my command still live, and they will guide you in your quest. For the first ingredient, I would have you travel to the South Shroud and speak to Landonel at Camp Tranquil. What, you mean to tell me that you cannot afford to waste time as your associate did? Adventure, if you have not the endurance to complete this mission, how do you expect me to believe you can outlast Lord of Crags? Either do it or don't. I have work to do. I used to work in a machine shop getting dirty shit all over my hands, and I would still bite my nails through the nasty taste. Another thing would be like just physically blocking it, so gloves of some sort. Because I gotta kill a giant tortoise. To be clear, this business between you, me, and the captain must remain a secret. I don't regret my time spent with the company in the slightest. Traveling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them, it was all jolly good fun. Alas, Gردanians are, by and large, an unforgiving lot. Ditto here being a rare exception. I've had to go great lengths to ensure that I'm seen as a model citizen with no taste for drinking, whoring, gambling, and all those other activities I so dearly miss. Understand that if you ruin my little charade by wagging your tongue, I'll fashion a noose with your entrails and hang you from the nearest heavens pillar. Well, what are you waiting for? There's a perfectly good adamantoise egg in a nest to the east of here, just ripe for the taking. Not that I expect you to live long enough to claim it. Laughter. The moment never strays far from the child, and you will surely be attacked by the moment you lay hands upon the egg, the mother. That makes a lot more sense. There will be other heroes, Phaedwin. You do not need to challenge Titan. Abandon your quest, or your corpse will rot this swamp. These chew necklaces, that way if you want to chew your nails, you have something to chew on, kind of like redirection of dogs. Yeah. Helped a little bit. That's kind of why I play video games, keeps my hand busy, then I try to keep going to the desk so I can keep my mouth busy chewing on something. Yeah, okay. So it sounds like you've, what, recently started trying to address that? Does that seem to be helping? I mean, it might. We take for granted the efficacy of actually jotting down notes as to what's happening, when it's happening, how frequently it's happening. It may be helpful to jot down, like, time, fighting notes, duration. This is what was happening. That way you can kind of gauge if things are being changed by the changes you're bringing. It really helps to really helps to quantify behaviors. Hybrid, hello. Good morning. You won 45 cylinders, you're now at 90, fantastic. I'm doing okay. We are doing a bunch of little menial quests in-game to take on Titan. That's a little bit, not a whole lot, yeah. Okay. But I mean, a little bit can turn into a lot of it, because you're basically trying to overwrite teams. Thought you might have the good sense to leave this place, but your continued presence, I take it you intend to persevere to the bitter end? Such bravery, such recklessness. That will serve you well against Titan. Leave the egg with me. I'll see that it gets to the captain. You should make haste to southern Thanalan. In Forgotten Springs, you will find a man named Udwunun. He'll be your next guide. Safe travels. I'm so glad I went and got all these. Aetherites. Boxy, no. Lurking kind of trying to fit. Yeah, it's all good. All good. You know any of the Mario Maker streamers? Pandar streams Mario Maker. That's the only real person I watch playing Mario Maker. How you doing, Jake? And how long did it take you to find the channel today? No, I have not heard of them. It's your business, adventurer. So this is the one Whisket sends me. Heaven for the fog is what he sees in you, and until I do, you will receive no aid from me. Oh, so I have to choose a materia. Critical hits, direct hit rate, determination. We'll just stockpile crit hit until we understand how to use materia. Persistent bugger. Very well, let's have a look at you. You've seen your share of battles, there's no mistaking that. You did manage to obtain an adamantoise egg, however it was not more than a display of brute force and blind courage. The nun I once fought also believed that his strength would save him. He was wrong, and now I am none. Many years ago, I joined the company of heroes to hone my skills instead of challenging my predecessor before I was ready. Even when I was young, I understood that victory goes to the patience, the cunning, the pragmatic. That's why I claim my position, and it is why I hold it still. It is why I will not help an unproven whelp. The children of the sands do not offer aid to strangers. To do so is a sign of weakness. However, if you were recognized as a skilled hunter in your own right, it would be permissible to assist you. Across the desert to the east lies an Almaja encampment. There dwells a warrior renowned both for his strength and his guile. Even face Almaja in battle, you must first find a way to lure him away from the encampment. This will be your test to draw out and defeat the veteran. For this, I will offer you no advice, only this worn spear. Why, you ask? You have to solve that riddle yourself. Now go, slay this old warrior, and bring to me his necklace. Been here since shortly after Diablo got for. Okay, cool. Within a meeting. Gotta go, gotta do some shit today. Have fun. Alright, Diablo, thanks for hanging out. Good luck with all the stuff you mentioned. And with the shit you have to do today. Alright, where do we have to go now? Okay, we are as close as we can get by teleporting, so. Okay, so I assume, Jake, you're going to tell me about this Mario Maker streamer. I'm unfamiliar with them. Oh, Masquerade escaped? I forgot to try for it. Oops. Mournful cry echoes across the desert. A copy pasta about a supposed meeting with him? That wouldn't make much sense if you don't know. Okay. Well, I'm sorry, man. I'm so out of touch. I don't. I'm just too old. I'm just too old. A specific, a copy pasta for a specific content creator for a specific genre. Nope, I would never understand. So sorry. Am I just not interneting right? Am I the only person who doesn't know who that is? Okay. Because I mean, like, I know about the PewDiePies and the not much else, but if you watch a lot of Mario Maker, you know it's pretty okay. That's interesting that there's enough of a following of the genre that it has its own celebrities that lend to copy pastas being made about them. That's interesting. We do live in a society, don't we? Tell me, adventurer, is our old nemesis dead? It is a fine necklace, as befits a veteran of countless battles. It would make an excellent trophy. Spear? It belonged to one of his brothers. I knew when he spied it from afar, he would be unable to resist venturing outside the encampment to see for himself. Did you discern my intent, or was it dumb luck? I wonder. Either way, you impress me, adventurer. I shall tell you the ingredient you seek. All these are really warrior-based stuff. Well, Velveteen Blau. How do you pronounce that? Blau. Velveteen Blau. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna keep stockpiling things that will help the warrior classes I do. Ooh, good luck, Lexi. A shame we did not meet when I was still in the company of heroes. You would have made a fine recruit, but no point dwelling on what cannot be. You have a Welwick worm to hunt. Sandworms slither brazenly across the desert dunes, but Welwick worms are far fewer in number. Rarity breeds demand, and so their meat is highly prized as a delicacy. The only way to catch a quarry is to entice it with something it cannot resist. These worms prey on the smaller creatures. In case you haven't gathered, it's a cat person. That's Scully. A freshly slaughtered angler carcass would be my choice of bait. There's an area teeming with anglers to the east. I will mark it on your map along with the location where Welwick worms are most frequently sighted. Be warned, the blood will drive the worm to a feeding frenzy. If your skills are lacking, it will devour you as well. Slay an angler and collect its carcass. I mean, this isn't in the area, but... Yeah. Angler collected its carcass. Run down here. Fight a worm. Also want to take breaks. I can't fully focus on the activity like playing games, so I think my best stuff have none. Yeah, exactly. Which is why, unfortunately, like, Sundays are such a bummer for me, or typically have been a bummer for me, because, like, it's a day off of work, right? But if you have a conventional job, or when I had a conventional job, like, I was always like, yeah, it's a day off of work. I'm not working today, but tomorrow I work, and it would drag me down, you know? Like, I need clear separation between me and work, or stuff that I think is tedious or chores or boring, or I don't know what the commonality is amongst all of it, but I think just tedious, boring stuff. Um, but yeah, I absolutely think about the tedious stuff unless my mind has told me, like, done. Lie in wait for a Welwick worm. Okay, well, let's go over here. The Welwick worm territory. Sand surrounding the angler carcass begins to pulse and throb. Oh, sand. Ooh. You know what? I think this is just a job from Big Eight. This is all just a ruse from big aetheryte companies to get me to spend my hard-earned gil. They know I'm not gonna walk that way back. It's all big aetheryte's fault. Alright. I cannot believe I have to go through all this stuff just to fight Titan. You look well. Have you caught your quarry then? Your skills as a hunter rival those of our best. I applaud your success, Fate One. The meat will need to be heavily smoked before I ship it to Wisket. Were it not, you have my word that he will receive it in time for the banquet. Must be eager to obtain the third ingredient. I regret to say that I know not of its location. For the nonce, you should return to Costa del Sol and seek Whisket's counsel. Ah, but hold a moment. Since you will be meeting the captain again soon, there is something I would like you to deliver to him for me. Ooh, is that an upgrade? Is that an upgrade? Is. Boros has appeared in the Pokemon community game. The captain was always fond of his brandy wine. I would be grateful if you could deliver it on my behalf. I was a reckless, angry youth when I joined the company. He would have been well within his rights to cast me out. Everything I have I owe to his wisdom and generosity. Whisket was a firm yet fair teacher, an expert molder of men. I suspect that is still the case now. Please give him my regards. Yeah, I'm so glad I stopped doing every uh, side quest. There's no way. There's no way I would have finished this in my lifetime. These are just the main story quests and the class quests. I can't imagine anymore doing the side quests. Well met. Linden and Udnun had spoke highly of you. What brings you here today? Here's some liquor. Ah, my favorite. I shall have to thank the Nun personally. Now you have but one ingredient left. Fortunately, you will not have to travel to Aldenil this time to obtain it. Obtain it. We'll go with that. Truth be told, I never intended for you to collect this last ingredient. Brayflox, my old quartermaster, wished to bring it to Costa del Sol herself. However, not long ago, she sent word that there's been some trouble at Longstop, and that the delivery would be delayed indefinitely. She told me nothing of the incident itself, but I fear the situation may be dire. I would like nothing more than to aid her myself. I have no choice but to turn to you and your allies. Make haste to Hidden Falls docks and speak with Ozan Nazun. Go directly to Raincatcher Gully, where Brayflox and her people have made their home. This is... okay, just north. Can I go under this, or is it going to clip? Aha, nice. It's a hurry, Ventura, eh? Something happened over at the Gabi settlement? I don't know why you're so eager to help a bunch of beastmen, but go and talk to the skipper over yonder. She'll ferry you to Raincatcher Gully. 40 gil. Nickel and dime. Okay. Oh, it's the dungeon. You serious? Hold on, no way. They're making me do a dungeon before I can do Titan? Come on. It seems to be what's happening. They, man, go fight a turtle. Go fight a great worm. Go dungeon. Watch me do all this and then the Titan fight kick my ass. Shh, go. Tongue flaps of Whisket be reaching ears of Brayflox. Uplander has come for tasty fresh gobby treats, yes? Quest prize of Uplander deep in Longstop. Blighty beasts chase Gobbyflock from homes. Gobbyflock needs goodly Uplander to give safety to Longstop with much hand lending. I'm glad that I can take NPCs with me, I guess, instead of like waiting for a party to assemble. The Titan might take one chomp out of you and it's game over. Yeah. The 2-star wolf hunt all over again. Did you ever get that wolf? Hi, it's my first time, everybody. I like that this pops up. I guess some people might consider it kind of a potential like shaming someone for not having a dungeon done. But I do like that shows that it's a person's first time and there'll be more experience for it. In the event that like, you know, people may not completely blaze through it. That's not as big a deal in this game, I guess, as Elder Scrolls Online, where there's actual storyline that happens in dungeons. In this one, it seems like every now and then you might read a note, like a quick note. So, wish they would do that in Elder Scrolls. Yes. I had to take a break. Sean was playing Wrath yesterday, so I bought that, and I've been doing that instead. Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like I've watched Shun play that before. Gully Galago? Galago, let the rhythm take you over, Galago. El Calibri, my amigo. He's an expert at it. I'm glad I found Doji and Chum. And you. All y'all linked together. It's funny how, like, you'll just stumble into, like, a streamer one day, and then just, you know, get to find these people you enjoy watching. You think it's just a simple, benign raid one day, but no. I've raided into Doji one day when I was doing shiny hunting. And of course, he was playing Pokemon. And then I found out about Chum streaming because, you know, she mods in his channel. And then I think you raided into me one day and I found out about you. Rest is history. Hybrid. Oh, hybrid. Oh, no, you won. Hey! Congrats, hybrid. I kind of assumed you had lost. I'm so sorry. I should have expected better. Or I should have had higher hopes. Look like you could just meet communities because some has become realistic. Agreed. Yeah. Whenever Twitch implodes, I'm gonna miss that. Or like the whatever the new Patriot Act is. whenever it ultimately, like, gets us all locked up for some reason. It's a little too dark. Kind of zoned out if I didn't say. Oh, no, it's all good, man. What mods are you looking to add now? Solitary, solitary dolphin. I love that name. How are you doing? I'm doing all right. We're just working our way through the storyline. Sure would like to fight Titan, though it doesn't seem like that's going to be possible until do everything else. Okay, so I'm missing a key. I vaguely remember doing this dungeon. Couple web mods, nice. You said fart, right to jail. Not on my internet. Yeah. Okay. Goblin Pathfinder. I'll be a flock in danger. Uplanders take gate key. Open head gate. Wow. It's just that simple. You need any help? If you're on the NASRs and what? Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, I played back in 2014, and I got to level 50 Scholar. That was the cap at the time. And I was doing the Coils of Bahamut or Coils of Leviathan or whatever. And then I just stopped until, I don't know, like a month ago now. I'm just coming back, so I'm starting all over on the same account, just to, like, learn how to play, right? Yeah, I know. I started doing side quests, and I was like, I'm gonna do all the side quests. It wasn't long before I realized um, that would take my entire life. So I'm going back and forth between doing main story quests and job quests, and not doing the side quests unless they're blue. So yeah, um, there's so many quests. Cap high, cap buy, enjoy your lurk. Blue quests are what you should do. Side quests for leveling all jobs. Yeah. So I know this is a mess. I've picked up like the job quests. Um, I've got blue quests, main quests, job quests. And I need to get rid of these, I guess, but I don't know how. Can you abandon these? It's kind of taking up space. Or do I need to like initiate it and fail it for it? Something, something, you're my second Final Fantasy. Well, I can fill in the blanks. Great Yellow Pelican. One thing I do really appreciate is that there are NPCs that will let you do a dungeon with them. That's really cool. Those leaves are for unlocking blank limit quests. You can't abandon them. Oh, well, I guess they're just gonna live there for a while. Which recommended me your streams? After all of them, I'm so sorry. I recognize Asmongold's name. Well, welcome in, Ishtolam, and I'm so sorry. You're not going to get any content like that here. Brace yourself. It's a train wreck. Only problem with the NPCs is that they're very slow, especially if you're not a tank. That's fair. I do dig that I can be fairly reckless. And it also like mentions the mechanics of the fight during the fight. I think that's pretty neat. And I've kind of just been testing to see if I can pull aggro from them. And so far, I don't think that has happened yet. I'm kind of surprised. That's going to be my main concern, is if I can just pull aggro from them. Like in the same dungeon that I ran with NPCs and with people, NPCs ran like 10 minutes slower. Really? I mean, I guess that's fair enough, right? There's less chance of error, but you trade off efficiency. You know, I think that's a fair trade-off. Pretty hard to pull aggro from a tank that's actually doing their job. Yeah, I mean, I've done so many MMOs over the years, so like I kind of didn't remember honestly, like how this one worked. Because I definitely played MMOs where you can pull ammo off the tank if you're not careful. And then some of them, like I've played loads of Elder Scrolls Online. Some of them are almost as straightforward as like the tank faces them this direction, and you're good to go. You know. Their damage isn't really on par with real players at the same level. Well, neither is mine. Also, 514 tanking is super simplified tanks that stands for all their attacks do massively increased enmity unless the tank doesn't attack for like 20 seconds and impossible. Okay, cool. Yeah, like in this game and others, I was playing a scholar, right? So like I'm most familiar with either healing or DPS. I've never tanked in a game. I've set up tanks to be prepared to tank, but I've never taken the time to learn how to do it. I'm much more likely to be like dedicated healer than tank. I mean, like even in League of Legends, like Resh, Nami, healer, tank main, a down DPS Rib Mage. So this account, my account, I say this account as if like I have multiple accounts. I just got the Stormblood DLC because they're doing it for free. You know, which classes does that unlock for me? Is it Dancer and Samurai? I'm not necessarily set on doing a Scholar again. I'm kind of curious about other classes. Or jobs, rather. So weird. An Asmongold stream was... I'm pointed to from an Asmongold stream. That's still so weird. I mean, the healer options are pretty good. That Astrologian, I'm not sure what that stands for. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what they do. I just vaguely remember seeing that word. I'm very, very out of date with this game. Not ready yet? Huh. Oh, okay. So there's a regen and set up healers and also doubles team damage buff. Okay. That almost sounds like a red mage, but for groups. Themselves. Alright, so they're just standing in a corner now. Okay, cool. We have a card system. Every 30 seconds, we can draw 1 of 6 cards to cast in your party. Card can increase players' damage by 3% or 6%. Oh, so there's a minigame to it. Wait, is there a minigame to it? Or is it just like straight up RNG? Technically 3 minigames. Need you. There you go. Okay. Guess we're going west now. One is getting your cards right, which cards you get RNG. Okay. Two is the seals you get for the cards you play. Third is your crown card, which is either an AoE heal or damage, also RNG. So you're like, you're using tarot cards. That's one of not the best healing skills in the game. Oh, what is it? Inferno Drake. How do I get down there? Just the bottom of this. Okay. I almost left that. Have any of these been upgrades for me? No. Okay. Inferno Drake. Alright, we have add. Wait, am I just... Surely I'm not... Can we just burn this down? Okay, so do the goblins just straight up occupy them? I guess you're supposed to be burning that down as well, while the goblin is another tank. Right, that seems to be what's going on. Oh, Macrocosmos damages an AoE to your target enemy and place a Macrocosmos on your team. In the next 15 seconds, 50% of all damage taken by the whole team is stockpiled. After 50 seconds, everyone has to build again and place a heal anyone who had Macrocosmos. 100 potency plus an equal share of the stockpile health. Ability to be able to completely negate some raid mechanics entirely. Really? Holy crap. That is OP. And I assume probably locked behind the latest expansion. When did that become available? That's wild. I love when dungeons can be broken. Doesn't matter where the damage comes from, so if you had a raid mechanic that puts everyone down to 1 health, that's free instant heal. I'm gonna have to check that out when I get to that point in 3 years real time. Level 90 spell. Yeah. I mean, that checks out. The whole idea for Astrologian is that we are twisting and predicting fates, a lot of our spells delayed burst heals. That's cool. These are one of my favorite jobs, probably one of the prettiest to play, lots of Stardust flashbangs. It sounds like it probably has a really neat like job quest line too. Anything here? I'm just going here for giggles. Giggles, okay. Oh, damn. So it's like you're twisting fate and all that stuff. Surely it has cool story. No? Alright. Laura job is way cooler than the quest. Okay, yeah, I mean, I figured the storyline was gonna be pretty neat, but it's kind of a bummer. But the weapon design and the fashion is on point. Oh man, I put out a TikTok just like 2 days ago. Just a silly little joke. Just a silly little joke about Final Fantasy fashion, because I was like level 20 or whatever, and it gave me this dunce cap basically. That was best in slot. So I made a little TikTok video. of like um Final Fantasy 14 fashion is the worst. And within 24 minutes, someone jumped on my ass about it. Like I was like, man, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I promise. Like I was actually on stream saying that I love the fashion of Final Fantasy. Yeah, that TikTok got under some skin. Yeah, yeah. If you want to put that in either selfies or Final Fantasy channel, and welcome to the Discord. Yeah, I don't know the glam system. I did the quest on this character just to kind of unlock it for now. Same thing. I think I did the materia quest. I don't understand that yet. I'm just kind of stockpiling resources for now, and then I will kind of figure it out later without, hopefully without wasting anything. Cool, thank you. Materia is something you do in your max level. Okay, because it's already given me like some low B materia, you know, like +2 crit and stuff like that. Which I guess is just like, here, kid, come, you know, go play with this $5, you know. Hellbender is your mechanic. Only time material is worth using is when there's no gear higher than what you have. Okay. So when you max out item level, then you just top it off with materia. Oh, I drew aggro. What happened? Or maybe that's just like a random target. Got attacked. Surprised. Okay. Really a drop in the bucket material is anything. If in anything less than mega endgame content is not mandatory. Okay. So yeah, I could just plug in materia wherever and it doesn't really matter at this point. There's no like combining materials to make better materials or anything like that. Pretty much for the max end game razor. Okay. Yeah, speaking of that, I saw a couple weeks ago that like there is some world first for new content, and then like the producer, the director, whatever, was very upset because they use like a third party program or something to see further on the map than they should have. Oh shit. Well. Congratulations, make the end game gear for resume. Yeah, two things I really enjoy about MMOs is housing and crafting. When I came back to this game, I was like, oh sweet, I've got a level 50 weaver or whatever. I can, you know, just figure out what I need to make and make some money. And then I guess they increased those class levels too. Useless. Completely useless. Artifact gear, all kinds of stuff. Totally outdated. Constantly having problems day one raiders using third-party stuff, which is heavily frowned upon and could easily get you banned if you talk about it. If you don't, and it's not gameplay altering that much, they don't care. Yeah. Yeah, I was talking to somebody about it. I was like, I don't get, like, you know, just seeing the whole map. Like, I don't know how that's game breaking and all. But like, I guess there were essentially some puzzles or certain paths you needed to take, and seeing the entire map like gave an unfair leg up in that way. So that makes sense. I thought it was just like a quality of life thing that they had used. Like, that's kind of heavy-handed. You get fussed at over that, but then it was explained to me. Fully outlaw third-party tools plugins. We also cannot see what's on your computer unless you show us. So how is it discovered that they used a third-party program? Did they stream it? Surely we can take all of these, right? Why is that one comet chaser there? Nothing over there. I don't get it. Or is it just it's roaming, I guess. Sentry. Day one raiders are required to log their attempts in order to get the win. Okay, so they had to... Okay. Gotcha. Well, that's an interesting choice that they made then. Did they just assume that it wasn't game breaking, so it'd be fine? That's really strange. Surely... Surely I can't just go through here, huh? Or is this where I'm supposed to be and then I progress? Well, no. That's... Iatar's supposed to be here, so I guess that's just a chest back there, huh? Oh no, I might as well do it. Maybe it's nothing, or maybe it's everything. I don't see anything, though. I think it's nothing. Oh, okay. There's a... boss down there, it looks like. An optional boss, maybe? Apex, good morning. How are you doing? Doesn't matter if it was game breaking or not. Square's outlawed use of any plugins, third-party software. Even if it was as small as a switch to their hairstyle outfit, they'd be disqualified. I mean, I guess... Seems a bit much, but I guess that's the easiest way to deal with something like that. Taking everyone's toys away. I am trying my best, Apex, to be able to take on Titan, and oh boy, getting a bit of a runaround. You may be surprised to hear that. Okay, so I guess this is optional boss for extra loot. Have at thee. Fuck. I wasted a charge. You just woke up. Oh, well, good morning. Square is doing a very good job for this. They're taking a look at the most popular plugins and implement some of their features. That's interesting. Wait, was that for nothing? What was the point of that? I don't think I got anything for that. Okay. Checkmark system shows if you acquire something not used to be a plugin. So, I mean, that's good. However, like, if I would like to develop a plugin and they're like, no, you can't use it because it's a third-party program, and then they took the third-party program and made it official without any sort of, like, compensation to me, I'd be a little pissed. I'm not a dunce anymore, no. I ran Hawk Manor and didn't realize I had a beret that was better in slot than pencil. So I'm quite pleased. Quite pleased. Oh, well maybe I did get the Battle Mage breeches. I didn't realize it. New pants. Yep. Pencils down. That's what today's stream is called. We replaced the dunce cap. Today's stream is called Pencils Down. Third-party people are super happy about it because they're making these plugins to make the game better and features that they want, so the fact they're now... Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess it would be different if they were trying to charge. I mean, I guess it would be super different if they were trying to charge for it, huh? Are these just AoEs? Or ads? What are they? Oh, they're... gross. They're gross! That's what they are. I'll heal my... Whoop! I'll heal myself. Fine. I got this. Don't you worry. Look at the Battle Mage set. I must have the glamour. Well, did you take on that Coral? Pearl? Coral? You can get the pants. This looks like it should be safe. There we go. And then a step to the right. All plugins have always been free unless you get something specific like custom. What? Custom hairstyle or some custom item. Okay. So I've heard of other companies, like, in cases like something similar like this, you know, they would take the plugin or whatever, but then they'd reach out to the developers and, like, offer to work with them, or, like, offer them jobs or whatever. I mean, that may be, like... a bit grandiose, right? But I think that'd be hella cool if they could do that. Missing everything but the hat and legs. Oh. I got this cool hat for buying, like, Encyclopedia Orizio a while back. I need to figure out how to glamour it one day whenever I'm not constantly switching out gear from leveling, you know? It's like Matroska's hat or something like that. Pretty neat. Has no stats though, so meant for glamour. They're just not probably like that's what against plug. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I kind of forgot about limit breaks. Starstorm. All right, a little underwhelming. The grapes you got are so good. Is it like one of those like hybrid grapes that taste like cotton candy, or is it just straight up grapes? Yeah, let me show you the hat I'm talking about. Matoya's hat. It kind of looks like Ronnie or Ranny or whatever from Elden Ring, huh? But it's got no stats. Um, I did the glamour quest, and you know, I kind of set it aside for what? Battle Mage's robe looks so cool. Wow, I totally got distracted just now. That is badass. Okay, sorry. Um, Crisp Sweet Green Grapes. Oh man, those are so good. Glamour Dresser. No. I did like the Glamour quest, and that's about it. Damn, that looks cool. I'm on Modwin. Or Madwin. Maduin. Go to your main city. Okay, let me wrap this up. Should be doable. We'll do it on White Mage. Okay. Oh, it's only 10k? Oh yeah, get that shit. Bravo, thanks to you, our guests should be honored with a marvelous banquet. But what good is an exotic feast without an equally exquisite aperitif? Luckily, I know the person to ask. Make your way to Wineport and seek out Shamani Lamani, another former member of the company. All you have to do is give him this order slip. He'll take care of the rest. Oh, and if you're wondering if this is merely a ploy to test your patience, I assure you I do actually need that wine. And while you're there, give Shamani Lamani my regards. Big Aetheryte just squeezing the little man again. Let's see, is that by somewhere where I can teleport? Sure is. Convenient, is it not? Here's 100 gil. You can always grab someone to drag you through them as well. Not guaranteed drop, so it might take a few runs. How long do these runs take with like 1-2 person setup? Sweat, grime, and blood. Eureka Blood, an adventure, unless I'm mistaken. What brings you to Wineport? In order? Let me guess. A request for the finest vintage I can muster. Paper smells of loam and perfume. Costa del Sol. There's also the unmistakable odor of goblin cheese. Yes, Master Gigaruju would not settle for anything less than the best. Durstweiss and his crew must be quite busy preparing an exotic feast, hence his decision to rely on an adventurer. Ah, but perhaps you're confused. This display of deduction was not intended to impress you. When one loses his vision, he is forced to compensate in other ways. But you've no interest in my affairs. You wish only to discuss the wine, I suspect. Wait, 2 to 3... No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. 2 to 3 minutes for a trial? Oh, you're talking about the fight itself. Okay. Yeah, I mean like the whole trial. Like unless you can just like go up to the trial and be like, I would like one particular boss fight, please, thank you. Yes, goblin cheese. Quite often goblin cheese right from the bag. It'd be quicker if the fights didn't have boss hit point gate locks. You have to wait out. Huh. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be like messaging you a lot. I will have questions, but I am not at that point yet. Well, I don't know, because I mean, I was level 50 scholar and artifact gear when I was doing Oils of Bahamut or Leviathan or whatever. I'm level 49 now, so I don't know. Life can be so delightfully unpredictable. I always had a passion for wine, but it wasn't until I was forced to retire that I could pursue it as more than a mere hobby. It wouldn't have been possible if not for the savings I amassed during my time as a mercenary, of course. Say what you will about the nature of that work, none can deny it pays well. Ah, but you grow impatient, and Weißgeist must have his wine. Herein lies the problem. Nothing in my possession is of sufficient quality for this occasion. The best vintages in town are hoarded by Berglund, who owns and operates the largest winery in Vilbrand. Somehow I doubt he will be receptive to your request, but given these circumstances, we must needs beg his assistance. Well, I must needs begs, I suppose is... What do you have? It's a blue quest I haven't seen before. Decipher and dig? Oh, okay. Well, we're just gonna accept this quest because it lets us. Amlove, good morning. How are you doing? Oh, good afternoon. Fancy yourself a romantic friend? Do you oft find yourself gazing off into the horizon, yearning to travel in search of storied relics left behind by the heroes of yore? Yes, you say. Then do I ever have a proposal for you? I was accosted the other day by a slobbering drunkard. Bear with me now, I assure you this gets better. Who most eagerly regaled me, from what I could gather amidst slurred speech and copious amounts of spittle, that is, with the tale of a treasure map he had stumbled upon in his travels. I don't recall the particulars. I was emptying my innards of some foul swill at the time, you see. But it sounded rather convincing to my ale-addled brain. What I do remember is that the fellow mentioned striking out at first light for Raincatcher Gully to visit a miner friend. Should the prospect of hunting for hidden riches set your heart aflutter, I reckon you might still find him there. And that's where we'll leave him, because we're doing other things. Treasure map, unlock, those are fun. Okay. Sleeping a little annoyed with the dogs? I'm sorry. Are the dogs responsible for you being still sleepy? We're goblin cheese in here. It's true. It really is. Oh, it's Mod Appreciation Day, so Amlove? Thank you. Twitch emailed me saying it's Mod Appreciation Day, so who am I if I do not thank you for making me stand in the corner all those times during streams and laughing at me as I stood there. Did I give Amlove a gift for Mod Appreciation Day? I sent some cheese in the mail. Whenever you get mail with cheese in it, just know that I sent it. Just keep a lookout. Supreme Tater Queen, good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time it is. How are you? What a rank amateur bottled this wine. The impurities have rendered it nigh undrinkable. Dismissal is too good for the man responsible. He should be made to drink every drop of this polluted swill. What is it? I'm in the middle of an important discussion. I do not care for interruptions. That neophyte vintner bid you speak with me? Ha! Neither you nor your friend has the palate to appreciate the subtle qualities of my private stock. Oh, Bergland. I would sooner serve you Goobo urine than sell you my worst vintage. Begone from my sight. Wow. You're an asshole, Leo, Leo, Leo. Same time zone. Yeah, I know. I only had an energy drink. And I guess it hasn't kicked in well enough. Dogs are responsible for being... Oh, I'm sorry. So instead of Snuggles, they were doing the goofy running around. Good on washing the car. Stream's okay. I've been trying for just about 2.5 hours to fight a primal, which is a big elemental. Titan in this case. And they're making me run around getting wine and turtle eggs, tortoise eggs, cheese. And I think it's all a ruse put forth by the Aetherite Teleportation Agency. Take my gil, because every time I spend gold to teleport. And they keep wanting me to go to different locations. You're keeping the little man down. I was woke up at like 5:30 and fed them, watered them, let them go potty, and they still whine for an hour? Oh. Them doggos. You need a free company with teleportation reduction buff up? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about joining free companies just now. I feel like I want to know a little more about the game. Not a massive discount, but it helps. I take it he said no. Really, in those words? Well, I cannot say that I'm surprised. Well, there's no denying his passion and skill. The wine baron of Lominsan is not a man known for his tact. Very well, we'll have to take an alternate approach. There is a chance, however small, that another resident of Wineport can furnish us with a suitable wine. In fact, had you come several years ago, I guarantee this would not be a problem. Alas, the quality of our product has declined significantly in recent years. The only breeds cultivated these days are common lowland vines, which isn't to say that their grapes are of poor quality, only that we have known better. Long ago, the vignerons of Wineport crossbred several species and produce a grape-bearing vine of never-before-seen quality. Bacchus grapes were once the pride of the town, as they were used to produce vintages which surpass all others. This includes the most aromatic, the most complex, the most flavorful of all wines. Aye, the legendary Bacchus wines were born right here in Wineport. Part of my enthusiasm. You see, I once had the privilege to sample that particular wine. It was an otherworldly experience. In that moment, I felt as though I had tasted the nectar of the gods themselves. It transcended my mortal flesh and was one with all creation. But, as is all too often said, the calamity changed that. The Bacchus vineyards were completely destroyed, along with much of the existing stock of Bacchus wine. The little remains closely guarded by its owners, for it can no longer be made. If we cannot convince Berglund to part with his wines, our next best option, as ridiculous as it sounds, is to find someone who has a bottle of Bacchus wine and to offer them every gil we can spare. I've heard rumors that one of the vignerons tending the vineyards might have once owned a bottle. Perhaps you could start by speaking with them. Dumb question, where's the innkeeper in Ul'dah? I've just been going to Gritania. Just have you join Safi and mine. So there's just a bunch of casual sharing buffs. Yeah, can you join a free company off? I was gonna say off-world. You know what I mean. He's left of Momodi. Welcome back. Welcome back from ads. How does that work, joining free companies that are, like, off server? Is that possible? Yeah. Oh, okay. So we require, like, a server transfer, because we're on Modwin, and you're on, what, Adamantoise? Yeah. I think that's like $10. I think that's like $10 to transfer, isn't it? Unless it's like, I mean, Modwin is one of the newer. It's on the newer server, so like it's not going to be a free transfer. Sucks. As sad news, I've left my free company. They died, and I was low-level scum without privileges. Oh, I'm sorry, Apex. Make your own free company, but it'll take a while to lower it to the rank that give good version of the buff. Yeah, I mean that's what I figured. Like, just kind of make my own free company eventually of me, and like I guess whoever I pay to join. uh, what do I have Bacchus one? I wish I never had the chance to try it myself. Sorry, friend, but you're a few years too late. Probably how you were low. Okay. Yeah, I haven't looked into any of that stuff. Bacchus wine? Ah, don't remind me. I used to have a cellar filled with the stuff. Thought I could keep the wine safe from thieves and the elements. Never count on a bloody primal blowing up my goddamn house. Bad news, everyone. Cool. Yeah, I appreciate it. How many signatures do you need? Apex, we'll make our own free company. No luck, hmm? Most regrettable, but we had to try. Ah, but Bacchus wine should have been perfect for the occasion. I must confess my certitude could be due in part to my personal history with the beverage. It is, after all, the very reason I decided to become a vintner. After Titan blinded me in our battle beneath Ogamoro, I felt a deep depression. It wasn't until I tasted Bacchus wine for the first time that I realized there's still so much I could experience, even my condition. It helped me find a new direction in life. It breaks my heart to think that wondrous ambrosia, which once filled me with hope, may be forever lost to us. We'll just take that. 3 to 4. You can kind of circumvent this by having Apex yourself add an alt. Oh yeah, I've got an alt. If I made my own, but I remember I needed to talk to people and got scared. That checks out. Apex will make a party of 2. And our 2 alts. um or we can make more alts and we can each make our own free company. And then we'll have an empire eventually. And then we'll run the Aetherites. Then we'll start sending adventurers around, charging them 150 gil for meaningless quests. You manage 5 free companies? Holy crap. Okay, so what do you need to start a free company? Because I can definitely do that. Honestly, I was figuring I would do that if I stuck with this game anyway. Just have a free company full of our alts? Yeah. That's the plan. Don't tell anyone else here. It's definitely not suspect at all. Totally on the up and up. Okay. Click that link and I will minimize that and read that later. Thank you. I must say, this talk of Bacchus wine has made me rather nostalgic. Indeed, there is much I miss about my life with the company of heroes. Out of everything the captain has done for me, I cannot bear to disappoint him. I have no fear. I swear that I shall find a suitable wine for the banquet. Though I may need some time to think of a solution. In the meantime, there's a favor I would ask of you. Really? 2 years ago, in the deepest depths of my despair, I stumbled across Vilbrand as a vagabond drunk. I suspect I was looking for a place to die, because I very nearly found one not far from here. It was there that a man named Dress took me in and nursed me back to health. It was he who gave me my first taste of Bacchus wine, which helped me to find my new calling. I'm still a novice in the arts of winemaking, but I'd like him to know that I'm pursuing my dream. This wine is my own original creation, and I would be most grateful if you delivered it to him in my stead. Dress sometimes works at the Raincatcher Gully docks. So perhaps Ritzskill can tell you where to find him. Main thing is being level 25, which you already are, and being part of a grand company, which I am. Right? This character is private first class. I've got another character that's at least whatever rank it is that you can start buying houses. Second lieutenant. It doesn't matter. Okay. Rank is necessary for house buying. Yeah, so like the first, was it the first 9 pages of award are reserved for free companies? Which means that there are 9 pages of people who did exactly what we were talking about a moment ago so they could buy houses. I presume. Hidden treasures. Ha! Another guilt-crazed greenhorn reeled in by Ealdwine's tall tales, eh? Yes, Ealdwine, that's the good Totteran's fool's name. Though mind ye, I've not known him to limit his consumption to any one type of brew. I saw him just the other day. It did clenches some tattered piss-yellow parchment, like it was made of solid mithril. This is my ticket to fortune, he blabbered, not half so eloquently, mind ye, before stumbling out of the tavern doors, and promptly falling flat on his mug, like as not. Did I see the map myself, you say? Did I ever? Why, the fool shoved it in my face so many times, I swear the mold left the page to take up residence in my nostrils. It was a mess of blue and brown splotches that Ealdwine swore was Camp Bronze Lake, with a big red X to the southeast. You're not thinking of going there, are you? Take my word, you'll find naught but a sorry drunkard and a sack of broken dream. Well, I'll be the judge of that, because I have to. So, you just leave it to me, bub. Pure white dye is expensive as fuck. Can you buy it in-game? Or is it only Mog Station? Okay. How expensive is it? Dressed? Oh, you mean the hermit. I toss him a few go when we need an extra pair of hands. He doesn't talk about himself, and I sure as hells don't ask. When a man's got a face with scars like that, you best leave well enough alone, I say. If you have a mind to find him, though, then head southwest of the Severed String. This could have been an email! 325k in game for 1. Oh, I mean, it is pretty clean looking. Remember black dye tubs? Do I ever? I really liked the anniversary system of Ultima Online. I remember the original dye tubs were not blessed, so you could steal them. It's high because it's only obtained by a retainer from retainer ventures. I don't know what that means. Serial amounts were broken. Oh yeah. What do you want? Wine? I didn't ask for this. Who sent you? You can now accept the next class/job quest, and whatever else it said. Oh, these quests are opportunities not only to earn guild items and gear, but also new class, job-specific actions. Alright, level 50! Can I fly now? Or do I have to do something for that? I probably have to do something for that, huh? Let's see. Let's see. Let's craft. I can't see. There's a light in my eyes. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Ha! Ha! No, I can't. Alright. It's gonna be MSQ, isn't it? Retainer Ventures is where you send out your retainers on expeditions. You can have them farm materials or one of two duration ones. Gotta find a different color for your sweater. I've got so many dyes from these quests. So many. Interesting in rose pink or Dalamud or salmon, sunset orange or bone white, lime green, turquoise, ice blue, sky blue, woad blue, royal blue, grape. Some of these are actually pretty nice looking. Can't sleep. They won't let me sleep. The midges, the buzzing, it keeps me awake. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I won't fight. I don't want to fight. Please make the buzzing stop. Make the midges go away. Okay. I can do that. The venture coffers that drop the jet black and pure white are random. Back from hourly one. Random change. Bring back the hourly one. Make the midges. Midges! So you have RNG to get the coffer item. You have another RNG of getting the die. When you open said coffer. Wow. That sounds like so much grinding. I'm not here for you, Jolly Green. Here for the poo flies. Excuse me, Goobo. Have you seen any poo flies around here? What is that? God, for a second it looked like one of the Guardians from Breath of the Wild, and I froze. Oh, that's a flying, one of the Empire's flying ships, right? Oh no, I saw it in the cutscene. Guardian Empire, yeah. I remembered a thing. You see? You see, Apex? You could have also slowly remembered a thing. Didn't skip cutscene. Okay. I have slain the poo flies. Apex is like, I don't give a fuck. Apex is like, I can Google that. Not so loud anymore. Did you do that? Thank you. You helped me. Even after what my comrades and I did to your country. We were on a reconnaissance mission when the maelstrom caught us by surprise. We tried to escape, but the others... No one else survived. I didn't ask for this, damn it. I'm not even Garlean. They conquered my lands just like they tried to conquer yours. I don't want to die in some blasted jungle halfway across the world. Just want to go home. I wish to thank Jamani for the wine. That was overly kind. Would you be willing to bear a gift back to him? Yeah, why not, man? I'm fucking Amazon here. Earlier today at Red Mantis Falls, I collected the sap from nearby palm trees. If placed in coconut shells and stored for a few bells' time, it makes for a fine wine, see? Should be ready by now. I left 3 shells out there. Please, take them to Shimanani for me. Glad he's moved on with his life. I hope one day he'll do the same. If only there was like a courier service in the game. Oh, wait. There is. Alright, let's get this palm wine. What is that over there? What is that? Hell's Claw. You know what? Fuck that. Mm-mm. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Looks weird, sounds weird. Nah. It's a hunt mark. He will aggro you. He will fucking wave his goofy ass big hand at me because I am leaving. Fuck you, sir. I'm out. I'm not trying to die. Go see what it is. I went to, but then it was all like, oh, I'm a big creepy fucking hand. It's been some time, Fadewind. What news do you have of Drest? Yes, I recall he did have some knowledge of winemaking, a simplistic but nevertheless effective method that utilizes the natural properties of palm sap. I should have to enjoy this batch before it spoils. We're not so different, Dress and I, 2 men who have long struggled not to let our scars define us. Aware that he is alone with his thoughts for far too long, as past time I paid him a visit. Thank you for looking after him. To unlock flying, you need to complete the MSQ called the Ultimate Weapon. Oh. Is that like in... Is that in Garlean territory? Like, I think I know. I think I know what that is. You can hail it, don't be afraid. This little carbuncle ain't doing that. Doesn't have it in it. I've got so many MSQs to get through before I can get to that point. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I am like 100 quests behind. By the gods, Fadewind, listen, I know you're eager to wash your hands of this wine business, but I just discovered something extraordinary about dressed palm wine. You seal each coconut shell with a leaf. The leaf which has a very distinct shape and unusual odor. I thought I was going mad at first, but now I'm certain. These are the leaves of a Bacchus grapevine. You know what this means? Somewhere in Ringcatcher Gully, the legendary vine still grows. If we could obtain a cutting, we could revive the Bacchus wine industry. We must know where Dress found these leaves. Here, take one of them back to him and see what he remembers. Fuck! Oh my god! Not flying must suck. What the fuck, Apex? Who drank your Bacchus wine? Wow. You know what? At least I got a big fat chocobo I can hang out with. Is that what they call it? Fat chocobo? Okay, mount guide. Yeah, fat chocobo. Which is kind of insulting, but you know what they named it. He has cousins. What are you feeding this poor chocobo? Katie Cat, hello. I believe this is cabbage. Look at when it jumps. It's just precious. You know what? I love it. And I don't care what Apex says. I think it's adorable. Oh god, holy shit. I almost ran right into it. That was the Hell's Claw. I almost ran into that bitch. I'll take the long way. This is level 50. yeah, I don't want that in my life. Get out of here, Chocobo. Take us to safety. You make me want to server travel. It's fine. It's fine. I'll eventually get out of this zone, right? Unless Dressed is like, oh, tell him thank you. And then I run back. And then he's like, oh, go tell Dressed you're welcome. Oh, man. Oh my god, it's 106. I'm not going to get to the Titan fight before I have to go today. Oh, hello, gun. What is it? See these leaves? They actually look like mint. It's just a leaf, isn't it? I only chose it because it was pretty. Didn't know it was rare. I found them near the Juggernaut to the south, but I ain't seen any grapevines. Saw fresh Gooba tracks, though. Maybe the leaves came from vines growing in the back of one such beast. If you go looking for it, please be careful. Some Goobas are more territorial than others. You may have to defend yourself. Wouldn't that be strange? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. A bit hungry. It's almost time to get the kiddo from school, though. We were hoping to make a little more progress, and it looks like the game's gonna let me today. Yeah, how are you doing, Katie Cat? Please hold, I'm going to take care of your Hellclaw problem. Oh my god. It's okay. I'm sure it's fine as long as I stop trying to run into it. Get fucked, Shezmu, please. Oh, you're... okay. I was like, you're still awake. How? Ow, Sway. Lavnacore not being able to fly. Doing some meh, blah, CT pressuring. At least really for it. What CT prep drink? Barium? Well, I hope all that goes well. Mochaccino smoothie barium sulfate. That just sounds like it's, you know, something you can order at Starbucks, doesn't it? Oh, speaking of Starbucks, not sure if it'll give you any tomes, so you can get it hidden. Okay. Oh, you have the whale. Man, I want that whale. Oh, I'm in the middle of this. Let me turn in real quick. I'm so tempted to get that whale from the store. Kind of pricey. Grapevine cutting. Okay, let's go through here. Come now, enough of this nonsense. Heard you're discovering. I refuse to believe that a common adventure novice vintner could. Almost like a frat, but chalky. Yum. Well, I was my witness. It is a box grapevine. Where did you find this fantastic specimen? The whale looks so cool, Vang. I mean, you have it, so you know. You would offer this to me, but why? There's no better position to but you have the resource knowledge, and yep, they care about each other. Hug it out. Handshake. I gotta get on a whale. Crown jewel of personal collection. Wow. We have just what we needed. Fantastic. We're just gonna apex right through this conversation. I've got a whale to catch. I've got a whale to catch. Yay! You resent that statement? Man. You know what? I'm riding a cool-ass whale with a cool-ass Vang. What are you doing? Just making fun of me? Where is that getting you? You meanie! Oh, yeah. That's not much damage at all. This would have been bad if I got this fight. Yeah, barely budged it. Holy crap. Yay! Suck it! Oh, I got tombstones. Thank you. Yeah, it gave tombstones, which are used for what, artifacts? Right? I vaguely remember hunting lots of them. Oh, you got that? I was looking at that bundle. I was like, oh man, it's only like $5 for like 3 of them. That's kind of cool. At least I don't need others to fly them on a mount I want but don't have. Can someone redeem emotional damage? Because that's what I'm feeling right now. I gotta study the emotes.
Emotional
Thank you.
damage.
Yeah. Oh, you did it yourself. Fantastic. Well, thank you, Vang. Stupid big ol' hand. You were looking for it? I appreciate it. Alright. Vang has saved me, has come to my rescue. Take me on a magic whale ride. And now I have to go. I have to dance. Thanks, Boxy. What's going on in here? Alright. Where do I have to go? Back to Weiskeit? I have to go back to Weiskeit. And, turn this in. For a banquet that I want no part in. But finally, they'll let me join. Or they'll let me go take on, Titan after this? Maybe? Oh, yeah, you hurry. Thank you for stopping in, Katie Cat. Good luck with everything. Boxy, can you give some shoutouts? Your prolonged absence was beginning to concern me. So what the one is asking you, bro, you need to get off my magical whale, alright? The 1547 Bacchus, even I know how rare that is. I have to admit, I didn't think you had it in you, but congratulations. Thanks to you, this will be the most luxurious feast Costa del Sol has seen in years. The lengths you went to, I hope our guests appreciate it. Speaking of which, your associate arrived a short while ago. She appears to be growing somewhat impatient. Perhaps you could tell her that the banquet is about to begin. Okay. I get a Gooboo Sproutling. Alright, I feel a little better about that. Don't shout me out! Boxy, what are you doing? You have the look of a woman who's been to the 7th hell and back. But a guest should be expected to supply the victuals for a banquet held in her own honor. And this, while the shadow of Titan looms over us all, it beggars belief. I can only applaud your stoicism. Yeah, that's what I exhibited. I've been asked to endure such ignominy. I fear I would have accepted my lot with less grace. So we need a shout out for Vang. We need a shout out for Katie Cat. We need a shout out for Jake. We need a shout out for you. Who's still here that streams? Hater. Amlove. Yeah, keep an eye out for cheese in the mail. 1,000 pardons for this extreme discourtesy. I was wholly unaware of your true identity. Had I known, I would never have permitted my man to subject you to such unspeakable ordeals. Come now, she must have sensed something was amiss. You didn't seriously think I would send you running the length and breadth of Eorzea for a banquet, did you? Spare her your mockery, Captain. Your intent was unclear to me until this moment. Unlike me, Fadewind has no knowledge of your traditions. Mayhap you would be so good as to enlighten her. Aye, that's fair is fair. There's no sense in hiding it any longer. We five were chosen by our brothers and sisters, and before the company of heroes disbanded, we each swore a solemn oath that any who would follow in our footsteps must be weighed and measured, not by their reputation, not by their reputation, but by their deeds. Each man would judge these would-be god slayers by his own criteria. If even one found her wanting, she would be rejected without a second thought. If she proved herself worthy, we swore that we would do our utmost to support her cause. The world has never ever been full of brave souls eager to give their lives for a righteous cause, but all too few capable of making a difference with their sacrifice. To send wave after wave of hapless adventurers into the jaws of a foe against whom they have no hope of victory is worse than futile. Titan is not one to be challenged lightly. He will not be complicit in deaths of the unworthy. Jake, oh my god. Which is why the five of you deigned to test fate with such commendable thoroughness. Time well spent, I'm sure. But tell us, Captain, what is the assessment of you and your fellows? She's a brave one, that much is certain. She willingly walked into the midst of danger despite my repeated warnings that it would cost her her life. Her skill is undeniable. She stalked her prey as relentlessly as a child of the sands and struck with precision when an opportunity presented itself. Too many adventurers these days care only for fortune and glory. Fayewen, however, is a kind and generous soul. I'm certain she has no shortage of loyal allies who would gladly fight at her side. Wily Uplander is talentful plansmaker, tricksy foe for mighty Rockman. I can only concur with my colleagues' assessments. We five of the company of heroes hereby judge you a worthy challenger. Cast down the Lord of Crags' Fadewind fortunes and write a new chapter in the history of Eorzea. With the formalities out of the way, let the festivities begin. Summon the dancers, pour the wine, eat, drink, and be merry, my friends, for today we celebrate the birth of a new legend. Fadewind fortunes, Titan's bane. Hey, let's beat Titan first before we start doing that shit. I may not get out of the AoEs in time. Like, speak with the bronze-skinned beauty. I'm just gonna fall off the pier. How about that? That's an option. Hold on. I'll be right back. Because I can't fly. Oh my god. Deathecution, hi, how you doing? Welcome in. Sorry about all the deaths last night. There's a pier on the pier. A pier? Yeah, there's probably a pier on the pier too. Congratulations, sweetling. Now relax and enjoy the show. It's only just begun. No, I just want to fight Titan. Partake of the feast. Oh my god. Okay. Apex, I'm starting to see why you did what you did. Tasting the exotic feast triggers a divine revelation. In that brief, transcendent moment, you glimpse the true form of reality, comprehend its fleeting nature, and cry out to the heavens in celebration. Did I? I think I came. uh, yeah, I don't know. Like, that's the impression I got. You know, I transcended all over the pier. Um, oh, skipping through all this stuff. When you face the Lord of Crags, think not of limbs of Lominsa or Yorzia, or anything beyond this chamber. Think only the men and women by your side. The NPCs. Fight for them, and they will fight for you. Remember that no great victory was ever achieved alone. Goodly Uplander must be facing mighty Rockman with clever fight, you think. Gobbyflock cannot be coming to rescue this time. Ah, Fadewen, you brave fool. Promise me that when you meet Titan, you will look him in the eye and tell him Londonell sends the regards. I just knew for a fact I was going to fall off the pier. You are a veteran of countless battles, Fadewen. This one is one more. Rest in your experience and you will prevail. You are blessed with the fortitude to rival the earth itself. Titan will struggle to break you, I think. You are kind to indulge them, Fadewind. This banquet is as much for the company as it is for you, whatever they may claim. I do not deny that they mean well, but now is scarcely the time for celebration. You think that they have all pronounced you the victor? The battle with Titan is yet to begin. The hour has come for the good captain to make good on his promise. We must speak to him again. Mount speed in eastern Lenosia has increased. You must be eager to face Titan. As promised, we will show you the way. Travel to Bronze Lake in Upper Lenosia. There you will meet with Riol, another man who once served in the company. To ensure this knowledge does not fall into the wrong hands, he will remain in hiding until you give him the correct signal. Give me your map. You must whistle loudly at 3 locations I mark. Only then will he appear to meet you at this 4th location. I realize this may seem excessive now, but you will see that it is more than reasonable once you comprehend the risks involved in our method. After a while, it's just like, I don't care, this doesn't have anything to do with the MSQ. I want to consume the story. I do. I do. But there's a whole lot of, you know, typical MMO busy work, you know? And I don't want to, like, I gotta go get my kids soon. Like, I just wanted to face Titan. But, you know. Still fun. Hasn't chased me away. We'll be fine. I'm a veteran of MMOs. We'll be good. The question is, though, will I be able to do all this in 30 minutes? Unfortunately, I'm thinking not. This is one of the few... Oh, do you play this, Deathcution? Yeah, right now I'm doing Fallout 76, Elder Scrolls Online, and Final Fantasy 14. I don't suppose that that's sustainable, unless I just flat out become like an MMO streamer, you know? Which kind of looks like that's starting to happen. Oh, it's been a while. I'm past the free part. Well, Apex and I seem to be making a free company before long. So we're gonna have a guild of us and our alts. If you're on Modwin, let us know. I should be the one the captain said would come calling? I thought so. Pay attention now, because I ain't explaining myself twice. Oh, is it finally happening? Years ago, when we was weighing out how to get to Titan, one of the scouts stumbled across a beastman aetherite, see? What's that look for? Not familiar with him? He speaks of an unamplified aetherite, which has been claimed by a beast tribe. Lest you wonder, there is no fundamental difference between such aetherites and those which you have used on countless occasions. If it ain't the Charlayan lass, welcome back. Forgive me for interrupting. I plan to await your report, but I succumb to curiosity. The tunnels beneath Ogamoro form a bewildering labyrinth that no outsider has fully explored. How the company of heroes managed to navigate is a mystery I have long pondered. Give us a bit of credit, love. We weren't daft enough to try going their front. I have no idea what server I wanted to transfer because my server was taking new characters and my cousin wanted to play. Yeah. I wasn't Goblin and transferred to Modwin because Modwin's new. The kobolds are always digging new tunnels and filling the old ones with traps. One wrong step, the next thing you know, we got 100 tons of rock on your noggin. Suicide to even try, see? Funny thing was, the kobolds didn't seem to have no trouble finding their way around. It was that got us thinking. I mean, Ugamaro mines are like a bleeding city, ain't they? Getting around in a city that big would be a right pain in the arse if you didn't have an Aetherite, wouldn't it? That's the reason the kobolds must have one, didn't it? Even if there were Aetherite shards in the depths of Ugamaro, you would have needed to attune yourselves to them before you could identify their signatures within the life stream. Ah, well, that's where you're wrong, love. We had a Charlayan bloke to help us, see. Delivered us right into Titan's bedchamber, he did. I don't really know how he did it, but I do remember him saying it weren't nothing any Charlayan scholar worth their salt couldn't manage. Did he now? Locating a beacon in the absence of a known signature might be possible if the aetherites in question happen to be... Ah, yes. But in order to guide a traveler to said beacon safely, the second party would be required to... It is possible, in theory at least. Yet I cannot be certain until I try. Plainly, all will depend on whether or not I am worthy of my salt. Oh, you are, lass. Don't you worry about that. Add a bit of faith in yourself. Why don't we all go to Zelma's run and take a closer look at the aetherite? It ain't far, though there's sure to be a few kobolds blocking the way. Not you can't handle mine. Okay. I am not going to have time to do Titan today. Which is a bummer. Because I feel like we're finally at that leg of the quest. It's been over 3 hours. But gotta get my kid from school. So let's find someone to raid. Let's see if there's any new friends playing Final Fantasy XIV that I can bring us to. And there is.